Setonians, please take your seats. We're going to start the program in just a couple minutes. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Seton Hall University Class of 2021 Commencement Ceremony. This is the 165th commencement of Seton Hall University. We are about to begin the proceedings. We will be conferring degrees today on the candidates from our colleges of Arts and Sciences, Communication and the Arts, Nursing, and our schools of Diplomacy and International Relations, and Health and Medical Sciences. The commencement ceremony dates back to the universities of the Middle Ages. It is the occasion on which the entire university community assembles in its various ranks or degrees, each identified by its distinctive costume, to confer new ranks or degrees on its scholars who have demonstrated the learning appropriate for those degrees. It is the custom at Seton Hall University to begin the commencement procession with a pipe band to honor the Scottish origins of its namesake and patroness, Saint Elizabeth Ann Bailey Seton. Our pipe band today is the Seton Hall University and Essex Shillelagh Pipes and Drums.
Band! Attention! Minstrel Boy, Scotland the Brave, by the right, quick, mad!
Following the pipes and drums is the university's ROTC Color Guard. Please rise and remain standing for the posting of colors.
Mark time. Mark. Color guard. Halt. Right. Face. Hold. Freeze. Arms. Order. Arms. Left. Face. Forward. March.
Please be seated. Following the color guard is the Grand Marshal of the procession, Dr. Jonathan Farina, immediate past chair of the Faculty Senate. The Grand Marshal is carrying the University Mace, the symbol of the university's authority to teach and confer degrees. Following the Grand Marshal is the Dais Party, which encompasses members of Seton Hall University's Board of Trustees, its Board of Regents, our honorary degree recipient and commencement speaker, Ambassador Francis Rooney, Dr. Joseph Nyre, 21st President of the University, Most Reverend Elias R. Lorenzo, OSB, Auxiliary Bishop of Newark and Episcopal Vicar for Union County, Dr. Katia Passerini, Provost and Executive Vice President, the university's Vice Presidents, Deans, our Co-Salutatorian, and our student singer. As a reminder, please take a moment to silence all cell phones and other electronic devices, and please adhere to MetLife Stadium health and safety protocols. Following tradition, we will begin our commencement program with the singing of the national anthem. Leading us in song is Mr. Elliot Petrilla, class of 2021. Elliot is graduating with a degree in music with a concentration in sound production and engineering. He will be accompanied by Mr. Joseph Nelia. After the singing, please remain standing for our commencement invocation to be delivered by the Most Reverend Elias R. Lorenzo, OSB, Auxiliary Bishop of Newark and Episcopal Vicar for Union County. Now please stand and join us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon. Before I offer this invocation, allow me to extend my own congratulations to each and every graduate and their families, but also on behalf of His Eminence, Cardinal Joseph Tobin, our Archbishop, and the bishops of this archdiocese. You are graduates of an excellent university. I myself sat where you are now at one time in my life. You join a wonderful alumni association. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you. As we stand in the divine presence, we recognize God is always with us, around us, within us. We now bow our heads and our hearts in prayer. O Lord our God, with you there is no beginning and no end, for you are the origin and goal of all creation. On this day, we give you thanks for the many blessings that have brought us to this moment of joy. Look with kindness upon the parents and friends of our university community and reward them for the many sacrifices they have made on our behalf. We beseech you, O Lord, to strengthen and protect by your bountiful kindness and never-failing love our graduates, the class of 2021. Give them your constant encouragement and guide them throughout their lives. May they devote themselves solely to you, for to fear you is the beginning of wisdom. We pray that you continue your gracious ways with us in all that lies ahead, confident that you are with us now and promise to remain with us forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Bishop Lorenzo and Mr. Petrilla. Please be seated. First and foremost, let us take a moment to acknowledge the extraordinary year the world continues to endure. Our entire Seton Hall family has come together in this time, in so many ways, to support each other, and most importantly, to provide the opportunity for the education of our students to move forward despite the unending challenges. And yes, while managing through circumstances that are the worst the world has suffered in a century, you, our students and newest alumni, have persevered. We come together today because the class of 2021 expressed its strong desire to commemorate in person the extraordinary achievement of so many that are here. Due to the continued New Jersey state restrictions, the commencement of the class of 2021 is being celebrated in 3 separate ceremonies, this one being the second. And we are thrilled to be here. Next, we would like to acknowledge and thank the families and friends of the graduating class of 2021. Without your love and support, a good number of these students would not have had the resources, financial, emotional, or otherwise, to make it to today's ceremony. I now ask the graduates to please rise and join us in applauding the families and other supporters of our students who are here today. Congratulations, families, and graduates, please be seated. Next, I would like to acknowledge the faculty who are with us today in person or watching through live stream. These dedicated professionals have been responsible for making your time here one of growth and self-reflection, and for that, we thank them. Let us thank our dedicated faculty for their unwavering commitment and service to our university and you, our students. And now it is my pleasure to welcome the members of our 2 governing boards who are here with us today. The Board of Trustees has the ultimate legal responsibility for Seton Hall University, and the Board of Regents makes the policies that govern the university. Seton Hall University would not be what it is today were it not for the enormous investment of time, talent, and personal resources by the members of our boards. We owe them an immeasurable debt of gratitude. Now we will begin with the Salutatorian address. Speaking at this morning's ceremony is the Co-Salutatorian, Emily Pemble, from the College of Communication and the Arts. Emily is receiving a degree in communication and visual and sound media with a minor in women's studies. Emily, we welcome you to the podium.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, and hello, class of 2021. When I started my Seton Hall journey, I was a first-generation college student from Nebraska, whose only impression of New Jersey came from the classic film Paul Blart Mall Cop. Now, things looked a little different back in the fall of 2017. Taylor Swift was just entering her Reputation era, and we were still comfortable crowding in a mass of people when it came to chicken tender day in the dining hall. While I may not know every single person here today, I do know one thing we all have in common. Whether you're from 2 towns over, a different state like me, or even a different country, We have all been blessed to call Seton Hall our home these last few years. Our home, built by the bricks of resilience and servant leadership, has taught us all lessons that will go far beyond the classroom. In terms of resilience, our school motto says it all: hazard, zet, forward. In spite of challenges, go forward. Earning a degree from Seton Hall is a fantastic achievement, but it is not one that happens with the snap of your fingers. Class of 2021, we had obstacles, to put it lightly. Some were typical and others were historical. What matters is that in spite of every hurdle, we all just kept going. And if you're anything like me, you kept going forward with a medium iced coffee, courtesy of our very own Dunkin' Donuts on campus. Did you ever spend hours studying for an exam you once believed to be impossible? Hazard, zet, forward. Did a global pandemic ever try to get in your way? Hazard, zet, forward. Let us turn to the wisdom of our home's matriarch, St. Elizabeth Ann Seton. Mother Seton was no stranger to tragedy, yet she always pushed ahead to make the world a better place. As pirates, we know we are bound to encounter choppy water every now and then. However, as we go on to explore the waters outside of South Orange, Mother Seton's guiding spirit will stick with us every step of the way. Another hallmark of the Seton Hall experience is our emphasis on servant leadership. Servant leadership is not just about the goals you meet, but rather the positive impact you leave on other people. We don't call Seton Hall home because of the campus amenities. No, we call it home because of the people who have embraced us with unconditional warmth and acceptance. When we look back at our time at Seton Hall, we are not going to think about the papers we wrote or the projects we presented. We are going to think about the people. We're going to think about the professors who challenged us semester after semester, the mentors who guided us when we didn't know where else to go, the clubs and organizations who gave us a place to belong, the people who used to have lightsaber duels in the middle of the night on the seal, even though it was only 20 degrees outside. Exactly. And who could ever forget the friends we made who made us laugh every single day? With an infinite number of achievements ahead of us, Seton Hall's servant leadership has taught us to always remember the people along the way, because how we treat others creates an impact like no other. We learned this our freshman year with our service on Saturday requirement for U-Life. Efforts like sorting donations at a food bank or cleaning up a local park all have a positive impact on other people. But servant leadership is also about the simple things, like listening to someone in their time of need or making another person smile. When we take servant leadership out into the world, we can give others the sense of home that Seton Hall has given us. Class of 2021, take this degree today and continue to lead with empathy, inclusion, and most of all, with kindness. St. Thomas Aquinas once said, "The things that we love tell us what we are." Our love for Seton Hall, a home for the mind, the heart, and the spirit, says plenty about us. Classes have sharpened our minds. Resilience has strengthened our spirit, and servant leadership has opened up our hearts. It's hard to leave a place that has given us so much in such a short amount of time. The nice thing about calling Seton Hall home is that we are always welcomed back. As we get closer to normal, there are still plenty of tree lightings and basketball games ahead of us. For now, class of 2021, I think it is time for us to go out and show the world what great minds can do. Thank you and congratulations.
That was wonderful, Emily, and thank you for reminding us all what Seton Hall University is all about. Now may I present to you Dr. Katia Passerini, Seton Hall University's Provost and Executive Vice President.
Thank you, Mr. Borowick. One of the privileges enjoyed by an institution of higher learning is that it might confer honorary degrees. Such degrees are awarded to individuals who made significant contributions to society and through their work have realized the ideals and aspirations to which Seton Hall is committed. We want to honor one of such individuals today. For his service to the United States of America, he is a most worthy recipient. We ask our candidate, Ambassador Francis Rooney, and the 21st President of Seton Hall University, Dr. Joseph Nyre, to please rise and step forward. I invite Mr. Leo Zatta, member of our Board of Regents, to the podium to confer the honorary degree upon our distinguished nominee. President Nyre will hood Ambassador Rooney as Mr. Zatta confers the degree. Welcome, Mr. Zatta.
Ambassador Rooney, in accordance with the authority granted to the Board of Regents of Seton Hall University, and at the direction of that board, I hereby confer on the candidate the honorary degree for which he has been presented, with all the rights and privileges thereunto appertaining. In my name and in the name of the Board of Regents, may I offer you our sincere congratulations.
Good afternoon. My name is Courtney Smith, and I am the Dean of the School of Diplomacy and International Relations. It is my sincere pleasure to introduce Ambassador Francis Rooney, who was just awarded an honorary doctorate of humane letters. Ambassador Rooney is a most fitting recipient of this degree, given his record of servant leadership in the public and private sectors. Ambassador Rooney most recently served as a member of the U.S. House of Representatives from 2017 to 2021, where he represented Florida's 19th District. He was the Vice Chair of the Foreign Affairs Committee, the ranking member of its Western Hemisphere Subcommittee, and a member of the Joint Economic Committee. He was also the Republican co-chair of the Climate Solutions Caucus and a member of the Everglades and Estuary Caucuses. His work to address environmental issues in Florida and beyond includes supporting key legislation and publishing over 150 op-ed articles, some of which related to other vital national and international issues, such as the peaceful transfer of power and developments in Russia and Latin America. Prior to his service in Congress, Ambassador Rooney was appointed by President George W. Bush as the United States Ambassador to the Holy See, a role which he held from 2005 to 2008. Ambassador Rooney's friendship with another ambassador to the Holy See, the late Tom Milady, and his wife Margaret, who is here today, led to his connection with Seton Hall and the School of Diplomacy. Margaret has been a long-serving member and previous chair of our school's Board of Advisors, and Tom served as our interim dean in 2013. Ambassador Rooney authored a book about diplomacy and U.S. Holy See relationship called The Global Vatican. In 2014, he visited our campus and shared his diplomatic experience with our students and other members of our community. Ambassador Rooney has also demonstrated servant leadership as a successful businessman. He served as CEO of Rooney Holdings, a diversified group of companies in construction, energy, real estate development, finance, and electronics manufacturing. Some of their projects promote civic engagement, including 2 U.S. presidential libraries and the U.S. Capitol's Visitor Center. Ambassador Rooney has served on numerous public and private boards, including hospitals, universities, the Trust for the National Mall, and the advisory board of the Panama Canal Authority. Ambassador Rooney received his undergraduate and law degrees from Georgetown, has honorary degrees from Notre Dame and the University of Dallas, and holds a U.S. Coast Guard 100-ton master's license. When I think of Ambassador Rooney's many achievements, I am reminded of Mother Seton, whose life and career had many iterations, with each new phase making a greater impact in the lives of others. Ambassador Rooney embodies the versatility, breadth of knowledge, skills, leadership, and passion that we instill in all of our graduates, including all of you we celebrate today. These qualities have prepared you to make a difference, just as Ambassador Rooney has done in a wide range of positions and roles throughout your future careers. Please join me in welcoming our friend, Ambassador Francis Rooney, to the podium to deliver his remarks.
Thank you, President Nyre, university faculty, and students for allowing me to speak with you today. It is a great pleasure, yet also a challenge, to speak to you because of the outstanding reputation of Seton Hall and its graduates in both the nourishment of our Catholic faith and in the secular world. You are joining a community of alumni distinguished for their contributions in career and service to others. From several perspectives, you are also graduating from this great university and entering the world at a most interesting and challenging time. The globalization of the last 20 years, which has brought over 1 billion people out of abject poverty, has also unleashed competitive forces and changed our domestic job market, which has created distress and, as we discovered in 2016, great resentment among many Americans over where our country has gone. Many industries and sources of employment have shifted to lower-cost environments, and the burden of re-education and adaptability is greater than ever. Especially for developed countries like the United States, not to mention the rise of China and the economic and security challenges which it presents. At the same time, though, while the global economy and employment have grown significantly, private and government debt has increased to levels never before seen. Time will tell how this is ultimately resolved. While the economic and especially employment challenges are important and of course close to home to you as you enter the workforce, there are other issues facing us which may end up being more intractable and threatening. The secular materialism which Pope Benedict criticized in Europe and Pope Francis has continued to raise represents a current of thought which affects government and economic policy as well as personal decisions and employment opportunities for young people like yourselves. But it also threatens the core values of our Catholic teaching, the sanctity of life, service to others, and compassion and concern for the common good of humanity. There are threads of such secularism here in the United States right now, with expanded political correctness, challenging free speech and assembly rights which are enshrined in the First Amendment, an ever-growing state directly affecting our lives in more and more ways, and declining church attendance and support declining support for organized religion. President Gerald Ford once said something which resonates now. A government which is big enough to give you everything you want is big enough to take away everything you have. History is replete with examples of the adverse consequences of the state overwhelming individual rights and liberties. With these things going on, you might be tempted to say that these times are so overwhelming as to be unsolvable. But I think it is just the opposite, primarily because of the promise which you all as graduates of Seton Hall bring to the world. You are exactly the young people who have the values and skills to lead our country past this point of inflection. Challenges to the current mores and institutions and great economic and political change have taken place throughout history. Often they were no less contests for values, principles, and ideals than right now. No generation is immune to failures of leadership. It is how these points of inflection have been dealt with which has determined whether mankind benefited or was burdened by them. They can work for good or evil. I say inflection because it is a turning point, not a permanent condition. It is a question of how, not whether, we evolve from the present. As graduates of Seton Hall, you have been formed and armed by your parents and family and the curriculum and your professors with a value system and a broad education which gives you the perspective to see things as they are in context, and therefore to make sound judgments about the best courses of action for our Catholic community, our country, and society at large. This is a special gift which many people have not had. As such, you also have a responsibility to actively deploy your values and skills as the next generation of leaders in our country, to work to apply our Catholic teachings to protect and advance the values and policies of a just society, unencumbered by state domination, respecting of the individual and the sanctity of life, and ready to defend our freedoms as inherent God-given rights. You will be change agents and will be able to make a difference. But you will have to speak up and use the gifts your university and family have helped bestow on you. For example, Ronald Reagan didn't arrive to the presidency by himself and individually change the course of government to protect life, cut taxes, invigorate free enterprise, and defend our freedoms from communism. It took thousands of people, especially young entrants into the workforce, seeking better opportunities in their careers and to provide for their families, fed up with statism and pervasive pessimism about the future. And overall, seeking a better United States, to elect him and subsequently provide intellectual capital he needed to continued political support for the enactment of the changes which were needed at that time. Similarly, consider the huge coalition of volunteers who turned out a historic percentage of votes to elect President Obama in the wake of the 2008 recession and to support the economic recovery and health care measures that he pursued. So, the call to activism and involvement hopefully will be a realistic and determined aspiration for you and your fellow graduates. We need you, your new ideas and solid values, to assure that the next wave of change is positive and constructive, reinforcing of our economic and cultural institutions rather than distractive or even worse, destructive. No one else will do it. And as we have seen lately, there is no shortage of people willing to argue and push for alternative views. The clash of political and economic ideologies is just as profound now as in the early 20th century experiments with socialism and its progeny. The role of the state in our lives is up for grabs right now, and the country appears to be deeply divided. You can make the difference. In addition to the challenge of facing and taking part in the leadership and the debate of political and policy agendas, however, is service to our fellow man. Service to others is rooted in our Catholic tradition and in many ways distinguishes us from other religions. No one does more for the poor, the disadvantaged, and the suffering than Catholic service organizations around the world. I know that service is a core aspect of the ethic and culture at Seton Hall, And this is another area where you can reflect on the fact that you are perhaps uniquely qualified to help improve our world. You may find service opportunities which become full-time occupations for you, for a short while or for the long term. For sure, there is more need than ever to help those less fortunate. Some opportunities for service are less apparent than others. The most obvious is the government, which needs good young people like yourselves at all levels, state, local, and federal. The exodus from the federal bureaucracy in the recent 4 years has undermined our government's ability to conduct diplomacy, deliver aid, and solve domestic problems like wages, climate change, and gun regulations. There are non-governmental organizations around the world pushing their policies and framing their debates. I can assure you that someone will be there to do it if people who defend Christian and Catholic values are not. And of course, greater charitable and support organizations need more help than ever. No matter what course your career may take, the fact that service to others is ingrained as part of your education here and will be a part of your life brings great optimism and hope for our future. As you go out into the world and undertake careers, raise families, and shape the debate of our future, the special charge of being a graduate of a great value-centric university will always be with you, just as the learning from your family and your childhood experiences will, to give you the strength and perspective to keep the main thing, and to lead in the best way possible by the example of how you live your lives, what you believe and how you defend what you believe. The best witness is personal example. Lastly, again, no matter how challenging the environment which you enter right now may appear, please keep in mind that you are facing an inflection point, not a permanent condition, and that there are many different ways to make a contribution. Adaptability and perspective are critical core competencies of today. You will be able to see the forest and not just the trees. These challenging times and the exigent need for young people like yourselves in our world call to mind the simple prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, begging our Lord to make me an instrument of your peace. So I thank you for the chance to be here, to be a small part of the Seton Hall community, and most of all, to meet you, the graduating class of 2021, so capable, good, and thoughtful, and offering such power and energy to the world ahead. Our future is in good hands with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Rooney, for your remarks, your time, and welcome to the Seton Hall University community. It is tradition at Seton Hall's commencement that the president of the university delivers the charge to the senior class. President Nyre assumed the presidency at the start of your junior year and led the university through the pandemic while advancing the university's strategic vision. To charge the class of 2021, I invite the 21st president of Seton Hall University, Dr. Joseph E. Nyre, to the podium. Dr. Nyre.
Greetings, members of the class of 2021. I'm thrilled to join our faculty and clergy, your family and friends in honoring your accomplishments and celebrating your successes. When your Seton Hall journey began, this moment may have seemed far into the future. There were more immediate concerns, readings and activities, exams and internships, meeting new lifelong friends. And every day you persevered. And now, in person at MetLife Stadium, your moment of commencement has arrived. Congratulations, class of 2021. Since you stepped onto campus, your achievements have brought renown to our university. Your intellectual gifts and passion for learning served you well. And your actions this past year will be long remembered in Seton Hall history. Without you, Our collective dreams for a safe and healthy year would have remained just that, dreams. Instead, you rose to the challenge, and quite simply, you made this year possible. You masked up, you socially distanced, and you made the right choices to protect yourselves and the others during uncertain times. Every time we asked for your cooperation, you delivered. We couldn't be prouder or more grateful. Now, while society returns to something that resembles normal, you have a unique opportunity. From this day on, you will use what you learned at Seton Hall to create better lives for yourselves and a better world for us all. The world is showing itself to be increasingly complex and at the same time even more interconnected. We know now that an unforeseen incident in one corner of the globe can affect everyone, everywhere. So like you, I pray we will never experience another year like this one. Regardless, Seton Hall has prepared you well to forge your own path in this expansive, complicated, yet interconnected world. On our campuses, you learn to acquire knowledge and turn that knowledge into wisdom. In conversations with professors and friends, you learn to reach a little further beyond your grasp. And as days turned into weeks, and weeks stretched into semesters, you learn to set goals and realize them, surmount any obstacle, and meet any challenge. Not even the worst public health crisis in a century will stop you. Yet as you leave today, I urge you to remember what brought you to this point. Remember that nothing good in life is attained without patience. If this past year has taught us anything, it's that. And yet patience is sorely lacking in a culture of instant gratification where everything is available on demand. The most meaningful joys are the ones that take years to achieve. And if you don't believe me, just ask your parents. You, students, you are the living proof that the most meaningful joys are the ones that take years to achieve. Finally, remember that nothing great in life is ever accomplished without love. In your time with us, you benefited from love, support, and encouragement from your family and your friends. And today is as much theirs as it is yours. My prayer for you, the class of 2021, is a lifetime of effort, patience, and love to complement the hopes and the dreams you hold in your hearts. I'm confident these qualities will blossom into successful careers and lives well lived. So thank you. Thank you, class of 2021. Thank you for adding to the new chapter of Seton Hall's story of excellence, for setting the bar high in achievement and service, and for your uncommon flexibility and cooperation when we needed it most. May God bless you. May God bless you today, tomorrow, and in the years to come. Go Pirates!
Thank you, President Nyre. My name is Ashley Watson, and I am being awarded my doctorate from the School of Health and Medical Sciences in Physical Therapy. At this time, I'd like to ask the degree candidates for doctorate and master's degrees to please rise. The academic hood is a visual representation of your level of academic achievement and the scholastic degree being conferred. This hood has been designed within the guidelines established by the Intercollegiate Bureau of Academic Costume. Graduate students receive hoods during a hooding ceremony at the time their degrees are conferred. The hood is a triangular fold of cloth worn over the back of the gown. The hood is faced with a color that denotes the graduate's field of study. At this time, I ask the candidates for the doctorate and master's degrees to now please hood yourselves. Congratulations, class of 2021. Please be seated. It is now my pleasure to welcome to the podium Robert Manganaro, who is a member of the Seton Hall University Alumni Board of Directors and Seton Hall University graduate from the class of 1999. Mr. Manganaro is here to welcome the class of 2021 as Seton Hall University's newest alumni. Mr. Manganaro.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert Manganaro, and as a member of the class of 1999 and representative from the Alumni Board of Directors, it is my distinct pleasure to congratulate you for this extraordinary achievement. Also, on behalf of the Alumni Board of Directors, we are thrilled to have been able to bring you such extraordinary weather for this afternoon. I welcome you to the alumni family, a network of over 100,000 proud living Setonians worldwide. This network serves as a strong foundation and community of support as you embark on the next chapter in your lives. You have achieved a significant accomplishment, and we are overjoyed to celebrate in this moment with you today. As you take next steps into your future careers, begin adventures, or even continue to further your education, we hope that you stay connected with us. While it may seem as though your Seton Hall experience is drawing to a close, we assure you that today is simply the beginning of a lifelong relationship with your alma mater. You are and will always be a pirate. Congratulations, class of 2021. It is now my distinct pleasure to welcome back to the podium Provost Passerini. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Manganaro. And now it is the time to honor our honor graduates. Honor graduates are those students who have earned a cumulative grade point average of 3.4 or better on a 4.0 scale. Graduates with averages of 3.4 to 3.5 are graduating cum laude. Will the students that are graduating cum laude please stand to be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. Graduates with averages of 3.6 to 3.8 are graduating magna cum laude. Will the students who are graduating magna cum laude please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Graduates with averages of 3.9 to 4.0 are graduating summa cum laude. Will the students that are graduating summa cum laude please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. It is now almost time in the program when each graduate from the class of 2021 will be personally recognized. But first, I would like to recognize the individual deans and students from our colleges and schools. The graduates attending this ceremony are mostly from the College of Arts and Sciences, Communication and the Arts, and Nursing, and the School of Diplomacy and International Relations and Health and Medical Sciences. But we also recognize any graduate attending this ceremony from other colleges and schools as well. So now we'll start. We heard some cheers before. I hope to hear them again. Will Dean Peter Shoemaker and all the graduates from the College of Arts and Sciences please rise and be recognized? Arts and Sciences, please. Congratulations. Will Dean Deidre Yates and all the graduates from the College of Communications and the Arts please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. Will Dean Maureen Gillette and all the graduates from the College of Education and Human Services please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Will Dean Marie Foley and all the graduates from the College of Nursing please stand and be recognized? Please be seated. Will Dean Joyce Strasser and all the graduates from the Stillman School of Business please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Will Dean Courtney Smith and all the graduates from the School of Diplomacy and International Relations please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. Please be seated. Will Dean Brian Schulman and all the graduates from the School of Health and Medical Sciences please stand and be recognized? Congratulations. And will Monsignor Joe Riley and all the graduates from the Immaculate Conception Seminary School of Theology please stand and be recognized? Congratulations, and please be seated. And now it is the time to personally recognize each of our graduates. Graduates will come onto the stage using the ramp on the left side as directed by their faculty and city marshals. Graduates, please present your name cards to the reader at the dais and then move forward across the stage where President Nyre will hand your diploma cover, and then you will proceed off the stage using the ramp on the right side. As a reminder, due to New Jersey state regulation, there will be no handshaking. To read the names of our graduates of the class of 2021 will be Associate Dean Elizabeth Halpin from the School of Diplomacy and International Relations. Associate Dean Halpin.
Good afternoon. We will be recognizing the doctoral candidates first. Graduates, please rise as directed by our marshals and come to the dais. Ashley Watson. Niyati Patel. Tori Butchin. Dante Searcy, Alyssa Lepic, Kevin Silva, Romel Zabade, Jana Pepe, Brianna Armand, Michael Campman, Zachary Wall, Sue Min Kim, Mary Kate McGuire, David Clymer, Mark Vaccaro, Patricia May James, Stephen Stover, Miguel Zavalos, Catherine St. Jacques, Christina Sheffield, Ryan Porter, Sunil Shah, Gabrielle Hun Gian Valdez, Emmett Jerry Rojo, Ryan Kennelly, Sarah Abubutain, Tarana Hastin, Fidaya Al-Shamrani, Unid Joseph, Tamika Cardi, Frank Martino, Christopher Miller, Erin Spicer Ide, Elisa Douglas, Chris Matthew, Yash Doshi, Ian Galame, Brooke Swanton, Justine Sendecki, Beata Piasecki, Shannon Moonen, Christopher Kelly Rogers, Jeffrey Robb, Webanjo Olawi, Ariel Kempin, Erin Henzerzak, Pamela Valor, Krupa J. Rana. Congratulations. Next, we will be recognizing the master degree candidates. Graduates, please rise as directed by your marshals and come to the dais. Jamia Hood, Gila Matos, Akror Kamatov, Bradley Riktarsik, Robert Boast, Michael Dombrowski, Priscilla Platt, Tamia Wallace, Quinn Ginsberg, Rebecca Blazer, Leah Bordley, Cassie Bourne, Comlan Avalete, Rachel Kane, Vivian Stamos, Cara Jablanca, Alana Pasquala, Carlos Peters, Ashley Lesh, Kelly Shimbalukaru, Christina Ferrara, Elizabeth Giancaspro, Julia Meadows, Grace Petanakis, Stephanie Montana, Gianna Pallas, Gila Levitin, Luis Patlan Velasquez, Maya Harb, Salvatore Di Bono, Jessica Marzacco, Jennifer Celeste, Anthony Bonicelli, Sharon Eliev, Samantha Kenny, Kim Egan, Abigail Strasberg, Nikki Doherty, Dana McClure, Julia Vitalo, Channing Fitzgerald, Joanna Norco, Emily Rena, Allison Koob, Robin Woodgate, Mariama Diallo, Spencer Hinton, Devin Zielinski, Lisa Rodriguez, Talia Velez, Ashley Rivera, Kimberly Conlon, Musimran Anun, Nicole Chukanelki, Kristen Benanati, Emma DeRider, Kiona Davis, Sarah Rudolph, Jessica Dobrovolsky, Gabriella DiPiano, Jenna Van Benskotum, Ashley Braytek, Alyssa Carroll, Alexandra Maddock, Ashley Galina, Avery Nicolosi, Alyssa Lofreno, Shay Caniglio, Rihanna Bach, Ashley Green, Caitlin Salvatore, Emily Gill, Stephanie Riggi, J.P. Padotto, Daniela Ortiz, Gabriela Reyes, Luis Alicia, Ugachuku Tiche, Olivia Tran, Christy Mendez, David Gluck, Rachel Malilo, Kirsten Anderson, Allison Panikowski, Alexandra Urbanski, Krina Patel, Jessica Rajaram, Lavana Rajasingham, Sabrina Pierre-Louis, Dean Imbembo, Leah Milano, David Terreri, Alyssa Roquillo, Danielle DeLuca, Jessica Pachalski, Elizabeth Gifford, Nirosha Thampi, Victoria Hanna, Devin Rogers, Sarah Aslami, Caitlin Quinn, Simone Gritner, Christina Mojica, Haley Zachariah, Christine Hedberg, Elisa Ponterera, Sana Fogt, Jennifer Santiago, Arlene Palanco, Brianne Sullivan, Jennifer Eitel, Kira Garofano, Megan Dorner, Ajuda Khalees Akolson, Brianna Reinsmith, Maureen Morstadt, Sarah Schweinberg, Kaylee McGuire, Shahizia Burns, Halia Quills, Maria Gonzalez Esquivel, Ricardo Sanchez, Minuwara Begum, Basma Abdallah, Manatullah Ahmed Mohammed, Kelly Honorary, Stephanie Ronco, Jessica Mead, Alice Neji, Yanisette Perez, Carolina Amador, Jay Patak, Denise Kayer, Tracy Cadigan, Linda Akanjo, Kayla Lachlan, Amanda Bridgepal, Michael Bosco, Alicia Wright, Priya Savalia, Jennifer Rodriguez, Jewel Thomas, Charles Annan, Rutu Patel, Nikita Patel, Veronica Opang, Jilu Jose, Joel Chaco, Raul Ranguraman, Angela Dang, Jacob Calarickle, Jacob Rigcox, Louisa Ronaldo, Taylor Radcliffe, Emily Barnard, Samantha Krakulisa, Caitlin Wagner, Jillian Johnson, Gianna Anglani, Lori Amato, Maria Bongo, Samantha Becker, Sua Mendez, Claire Holmes, Catherine Nelson, Mary Kusin, Samrudi Bakhtanar, Lisa Blumgren, Paula Schaefer, Kimberly Devaney, Phoebe Hanna, Caitlin Panessa, Revin Howe, Andrea Raghunandan, Adonis Rodriguez, Benjamin Wheeler, Amanda LaRocca, Candace Evans, Natalie Tansky, Edwin F.B. Sonyar Sr., Gloria Cassamy, Lindsay Lefevre, Kevin Lee, Michelle Linden, Sarah Matlows, Nadira Khan, Emmanuel Espinar, Erica Lawler, Joshua Barr, Jennifer Santiago, Adam Kmek, Olga Carantoni, Erin Hosterman, Sharul Yadav, Danielle Dolce, Brittany Temple, Matthew Melfi, Katarzyna Prorak, Laura Gimple, Genesis Muyalema, Sonia Boksh, Shelley Cordero, Novella Middleton, Rhoda Goda Abdelmenon, Angelique Epsponam Hala, Karen Conley, Elisa Culada, Joanne Benny, Nicole Van Dyke, Jennifer Calabrese, Michaela Kubi, Pooja Banker, Gabrielle DiDonato, Rachel Zachary, Kevin Johnson, Saher Mahmood, Marissa Altamirano, Gabriella Golia, Priya Bave, Dominique Loguidice, Emily Osborne, Benjamin Scopoletti, Stephanie Conchetta Di Simone, Elise Schwartz, Meredith Gardner. Elizabeth Vander Volka. Gabrielle Rosati. Jiren Matthew. Simran Gupta. Akshay Oman. Nicole Taylor C. Jillian Trano. Megan Prindle. Ariana Principato. Autumn Penderson. Gabriella Matola. Anna Panto. Callie Clark. Christina Maza. Tara Fisher. Natalie Casey. Rachel Ramos. Alicia Loach. Rhea Calvert. Christine Cottrell. Angie Bascal. Bimisola Elalaboya. Andrea Sigara. Sabrina Lopez. Danielle Marag. Elizabeth Wong. Patricia Acevedo. Cassandra Luna. Janetta Gambali. Anthony Sanchez. Frederica Etienne. Alexis Hernandez. Justin Behar. Christine Tacopino. Anna Klublek. Corey Rivera. Gianna Idarola. Matthew Pisarkic. Noah Siegel. Epi Ngaji. Darian Banks. Nyla Stanford. Connor Murtaugh. Roberta Mole. Shanice Casimiro. Emily High. Zachary Nickel. Asia Robinson. Adam Diaz. Kimberly Ugalde. Juliana Bastian Dennis. Jasmine Cherie Brown. Brianna White. Amanda Hubler. Smitha Matthew. Louis Barragan. Andrew Kerrigan. Kevin Torreya. Jordan Molino. Shane Young Du. Johanna Rhine. Layla Danuki. Ashley Gaeta. Pofeng Chang. David Nicotera. Keshav Gadirochu. Hannah Sweeney. Marissa Cunningham. Tristana Myers. Kalani Dupree Foreman. Ashley Cherry. Alex Ricky. Gina Marie Miraglia. Jessica Schulk. Jenna Drucker. Lauren Garcia. Paige Oberlin. Samantha Herman. Congratulations. Will the undergraduates for the class of 2020 please rise as directed by your marshals and come to the dais. Oluwayomi Babayema. Brittany Daniels. Sahar Alwani. Ivan Yarobi. Brian Smilek. Kelly Dano. Rebecca Ray. Kylie Munez. Lindsay Celentano. Timothy Guerrero. Jose Valderrama Ornelas. Catherine Dolan. Daniel Callaghan. Giovanna Licata. Rebecca Abraham. Ailish Irwin. Kerry Cronin. Ryan Brown. Katerina Kumta. Terrence Stokes II. Tyler Soso. Giselle Rapunian. Amrita Abraham. Andrea DeLucia. Kimberly Yu. Lovespond Uyanwuni. Justin G. Say. Karina Castagna. Zachary Sullivan. Ari Ezra. Michael Galucci. Mia Page. Afni Patel. Kinsey Campbell. Kayla Grillo. Kimberly Pulse. Brianna Melodic. Sihong Wu. Pierre LaMonica. Alyssa Veltre. Suzanne Yu. Montana Gallagher. Olivia Franklin. Nicholas Kerr. Esther Shin. Alexandra Fryer. Snea Matthew. Karema Lopez. Yashi Patel. Ronald Castaneda. Hannah Kostick. Sarah Hackett. Carissa Gabbett. Grace McGough. Cameron Lane. Christine Lorraine Pereno. Matej Sevchik. Brooke Strangefield. Rebecca Powers. Lauren Vega. Anisia Mabanta. Renee Nunez. Sydney Richardson. Andrew Shanklapur. Edward Wolf. Daniel Lemoyne. Eric Zamora. Nicholas Hernandez. Elizabeth Rodriguez. Michelle Ricciardi. Michaela Jenkins. Akis Shadow. Connor McGlew. Christina Taylor. Jose Ribimbas. Madeline Nichols. Liam Oakes. Ava Manganiello. Michaela Wilson. Crystal Domingo. Fevin Kabidi. Colleen Sullivan. Mary Grace Smith. Liam Cosgrove. Isabel Engel. Victoria Rabiz. Kimberly Sangenti. J.C. Chevalier. Christopher Obi. Amanda Rockwall. Mia Kness. Sydney Fu Siam. Sanae Childs. Elisa May Villanueva. Wadala Abu Gabel. Antoinetta Faru. Emily Dunham. Matthew Ortiz. Joseph Inio. Michael Pardle. Matthew Collins. Michael Pacheco. Paul DiStefano. Connor Hester. Mary Deeb. Gianna LaRocca. Justin Morris. Samantha Fernicola. Kelsey Mazaku. Catherine Brown. Alexandra Anderson. Alyssa Gillian. Tiffany Zapata. Alexis Juarez. Nicholas Paulus. Faith Kessler. Dalton Patrick Allison. Luis Barreros. Jenna Powell. Jasmine Harris. Kenetra Wilson. Christine Jerome. Kathleen Conroy. Oluwatomi Adedeji. Ashley Stepper. Megan Gonzalez. Emma McLean. Catherine Drucallery. Mackenzie Dalrymple. Alexa Dewey. Taylor Westfall. Caitlin Marcinzik. Samantha Mears. Dana Mullen. Brittany Marquez. Carolina Wilk. Gabriel Liebold. Alexandra Vanegas. Tempest Morrissey. Sarah Colmon. Lindita Tunuz. Mary Angelica DeCastro. Jessica Kujalowicz. Nicole Langford. Cassidy Kelly. Melanie Moore. Kelly Katani. William Kubrick. Mariana Delacroix. Jillian Ellenberger. Grace Zura. Justin Kuna. Christopher Rice. Andre Rodrigo Cabrera. Sophie Goshtaft. Maria Jose Navarro. David Moser. Isabella Fiorello. Sierra Chester. Rushali Parek Sr. Arundhati Johari. Andrea Nunez. Ariana Voltepsis. Nicholas Voltepsis. Melissa Ryan. Jessica Murphy. Caitlin Kapuscinski. Nishan Yang. Elizabeth Goss. Kara Underwood. Ryan Fong. CJ Dudek. Elliot Petrilla. Emily Pemble. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Alpin. We now come to the heart of the ceremony, the Conferral of Degrees. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Mr. Leo Zatta, member of the Board of Regents, will confer these degrees. Mr. Zatta, on behalf of Seton Hall University, I certify that the candidates whose names are hereby submitted have satisfied all the requirements to participate in the 2021 commencement exercises. I ask that those who have completed all degree requirements be hereby granted their degrees. Mr. Zatta, please come forward to confer the degrees.
First of all, on behalf of the Board of Regents, it is my honor to confer your degrees today. Congratulations. This is just the beginning of your life with Seton Hall. As an alumnus of Seton Hall, I can tell you it's been a lifelong experience that has benefited me both personally and professionally, and I'm confident it will be the same for you. Now on to business. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Seton Hall University, for those who have completed all their degree requirements, I hereby confer on them the degrees for which they have been recommended by their respective deans, with all the rights, privileges, and obligations thereunto appertaining. In my name and in the name of the Board of Regents, may I offer you my sincere congratulations. And finally, go Pirates!
Thank you, Mr. Zatta. Please remain standing. As a symbol of your graduation, please move your tassels from right to left on your caps. Congratulations to all the new graduates of Seton Hall University and to their families. Please be seated. We are coming to the end of the commencement ceremony, and I must ask you to give me your attention for a few more seconds so that we can all leave speedily and safely. After the singing of the alma mater, please be seated for the exit of the day's party. In order to follow New Jersey state guidelines, graduates must stay seated until directed by your faculty marshals on the floor. Undergraduate and graduate robes may be returned to the drop-off boxes located outside of the arena. Please remember that you're welcome to keep your caps and tassels. Doctoral gowns should be returned to the office of the registrar. It is tradition that we end our commencement ceremony with the singing of the alma mater. Please welcome back Mr. Petrillia, who will lead us in the singing of our alma mater. Please rise. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2021. Graduates, go out and do great things.
To alma mater, all be loyal, keep her name in purest light, never waver from her precepts, guard her banner blue and white. Oh, sing her praise to highest skies, and be faithful in her eyes, for she will foster all your dreams. Her name is Seton Hall. Her name is Seton life's harsh stones you stumble, pray to God to be your guide. Think of Seton Hall, your mother, then forge on in steady stride. Oh, sing her name to highest skies, and be faithful in her eyes, for she